to Rensselaer Field in East Hartford, Connecticut. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Syracuse Orange and the Connecticut Huskies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Huskies head coach. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Syracuse will kick off, and we'll be underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. So the UConn Huskies offense will go on the attack first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll move the tight end. They go right back to it. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So Syracuse's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Off the play fake. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Odom. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. On the move, he fires. Finds a man on the left. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Hey, man, you're going to have to bring a lot of hats to the party to get this guy down. These big tight ends, they do not go down easy. He's able to make one guy miss, break a tackle, pick up some extra yardage.
The run inside. It's Johnson. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Working the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Clement. And they're able to get him on the ground.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
To the air, it's Odom. Pocket breaking down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Turning it on! Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
Caught in the backfield. It's Porter.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running inside. It's Christian. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. UConn will have to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Grab behind the line. It's Miller. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Odom. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Syracuse will be forced to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. The accuracy is perfect. The loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. And here comes the Connecticut offense ready to go to work. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. On the draw, it's Christian. Runs into a wall. They'll give him 1 out to the 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the air on second down. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
The defense thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some passes off, and what a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory, he jumps the route, he intercepts it, and returns it now inside the 5-yard line, setting his offense up in beautiful field position.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. How about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-bodied guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Got it set up on the outside. Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Orange. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. UConn going back to work on offense. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0.
Hey, check it. 1852, soldier. 1852, soldier. Go.
To the air on first down. The sure hands, it's Ross.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Ready, go.
Got it behind the line. It's Ross. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Huskies are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Christian. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Catch open down the middle. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Looking to throw for it. Setting up the screen. Shows him the stiff arm. Jakes him in, and he might take off. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. And now a chance to pull even. First and goal as we get late in the first half. They'll go to the air. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Timeout taken on the field. It's the second call by Syracuse. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Back to pass. They've got the screen set up. Touchdown, UConn! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle. And that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Back to throw, it's Odom. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a big play. He's got it along the sideline. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul.
That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. And the offense says thank you very much for the bonus yardage, and it'll be first down after the personal foul penalty. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Running inside, it's Johnson. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Looking to pass. It's Odom. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse. Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Running to Green. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with TCU taking on the number 6 team, the BYU Cougars.
He'll bring it out. It's Stokes. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Hey guys, the Huskies head coach told me coming out of the locker room, this team has found some positives with their 3-game winning streak, but right now they haven't done their job on defense. They get an opportunity now to change that, grab some momentum. We'll see how this goes to start the 3rd quarter. I'll keep you posted on how things develop on the sidelines. Reese?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Looking to throw, it's Odom. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense...
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. They didn't give him much on the return, but they are in prime scoring position at the 22.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Unloads quickly. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, UConn! The extra point here would tie the game. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Orange ready to go on the attack on this drive. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Complete to the left. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. The give is to Miller. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Swings it out to the flat. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. He's going to have to strike this ball well in the face of this howling wind. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Going to the ground. He hits that hole. It opened up for him as he gets 6 and all the way out to the 9-yard line.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
On the run, fires downfield. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
Off play action on 1st down. Rushes on him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Reeder. There's a crease. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. This UConn offense really has it going. To the ground. He's got it again. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. 1st and 10 for the offense.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Finds his man. It's Ross. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking for a gap. It's Reeder. And he's dragged down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
As strange as it seems, this is an easy decision. A little too far for the field goal. Punting does nothing for you. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. Slithers into space. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Love the play call here and love the decision to go RPO on 4th down. You're giving yourself options, but right here, you're just trusting in your offensive line and your running back to go get you the 1st down. Well done.
Man, it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. So we open the final period with a third down play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw, it's Odom. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. He's looking to pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. There he goes. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Run in the red zone. It's Johnson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
Switch it, switch it.
And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the fourth quarter. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Syracuse. They've got the lead here in the fourth. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The UConn offense goes back to work. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. The eyes now turn to the defense to see whether they can keep this lead intact late in the fourth. Complete to start this drive. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch and catch. Let me get a few.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Slams it ahead. Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Pulls it in. It's Ross. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Escapes the pressure going right. Rolling on the run. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the tight end. And he got it oh so close to that 1st down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And what a great play right there by the pass rush, affecting the QB's rhythm, David. He didn't have a chance to throw that on time. They forced him to scramble. Everything broke down. He tried to go get it himself, but you saw the speed catch up to him, bring him to the ground, and the defense